Chicago Jazz Magazine, the Groove Distribution Systems, and WXRT 93 FM. The gentleman you're going to see is a young man with deep roots. Yes, he styles himself after the great Robert Johnson, whose birthday we're celebrating this weekend. He himself studied with Mr. Hubert Sumlin, who was the guitar player for the great Howlin' Wolf. Hubert is still with us. We love him. He's one of our elder statesmen. And the gentleman you're going to see learned much of the great blues tradition working with people like Hubert Sumlin, the late Johnny Clyde Copeland, and many others. In the great tradition of Robert Johnson, taking tradition and bringing it up to the modern day, from the roots to the future, as the AACM puts it. If he's ready, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Rocky Lawrence.
How y'all doing? All right. I would have been here sooner, but they forgot me. They just left me at my hotel. I'd just like to acknowledge they gave me an opportunity to become their artist in residence of their foundation. And right there, the gentleman in the white hat is the grandson of Robert Johnson, Mr. Stephen Johnson. That's right, Robert's grandson. Went all the way to the Supreme Court, and they said, that's it, that's done, it's over and done with, pay the band. Just give me a minute. I was looking for you all day today, Steve, and I thought I might see you outside the hotel. Oh, did you see Sam Lay? Okay. I'm sorry? Yeah. We hung out all last night. We just rode around Chicago, and he gave me an education. We have to remember there's families and women out here. You know, but me and you talk, good Lord knows. What might come out? Can I be someone? I'm going to do some Robert for you, but I need to warm up my throat.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. I need some ice.
Stephen, your grandfather had one hell of a throat, I'm telling you. He's destroyed my vocal cords. And as the man said, I got to be on the road for many years with my spiritual adopted daddy, Hubert Sumlin. And for the past 8 years, the anniversary is this week, actually, was the 8th of June, that I've been playing with Mr. David Honeyboy Edwards. Yep. And we made some history because we toured together as a trio with Mr. Robert Lockwood Jr. And it was billed as the Legends of the Blues, or as I used to say, the Legends of the Blues and some black guy. Testing, 1, 2. Can you all hear me?
I don't know, but you need to sit around.
I'm going to do a whole bunch of my heroes. I'm going to do some Robert. I'm going to do some Muddy. Sonny Terry. Some Robert. Oh, I'm going to get to Robert. I can't go anywhere and not do Robert because of his grandfather. I have a life and a career. Or as I like to say, because of some dead 27-year-old kid from Hazelhurst, Mississippi, I just bought myself a big, beautiful house in Connecticut. And I owe it all to his grandfather. Nobody knew who I was or cared till I decided to play Robert Johnson in public. I had been doing it since I was 15. All right, listen, I haven't been in Chicago in about 15 years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was a lucky guy many, many years ago. I inherited a band from Coco Taylor. And I told them, I said, they called me one day and said, we did it. And I said, what the hell did you do? They said, we quit Coco. We're your band now. And I said, you're a bunch of fools. You know, you're going to come with me and starve rather than be with a national act. So I said, well, I don't trust you, so I got to come out here and hear it from your mouths. And they became the first Rocky Lawrence band. Here's a Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee tune called Stranger Blues. I'm a stranger here, just floating in your town. Woo! Yeah, I'm telling you. I'm a stranger here, just floating in your town. 'Cause I'm a stranger, everybody wants to dog me round. Well, I wonder why some people treat a stranger so. Where's Rolf? Wonder why some people treat a stranger so. Might be your best friend that you'll never know. I'm gonna ride home to Daddy. Send me my railroad fare. Oh, come on, Daddy, help me out. I'm gonna ride home to Daddy. Send me my railroad fare. If he don't send it, I just might walk right there. Come on, let's walk now. Walk with me. Good girl knows I'm here. How you doing, little man? I wonder if my good girl knows I'm here. 'Cause if she do, she just don't seem to care. I'm going back home, wear out that night pair of shoes. stranger blues. I'm gonna leave this town. Nothing more that I can do. I'm gonna leave this town. Hey, wrong. Nothing more that I can do. When I get back home, won't have these old stranger blues. Yeah, I'm a stranger here, just floating in your town. Yes, help me now. I'm a stranger here, just floating in your town. 'Cause I'm a stranger and everybody wants to dog me down. Woo! All right. I'd also like to acknowledge a friend of mine all the way here from Norway. I'm a cigarette smoker, and I said, you know, let me run outside to the hotel. Hey, and Mr. Mark Zaretsky, we also hang on, and went outside to have a cigarette, and I see these two guys walking down the street, and I look up, and it's like, Rolf! And it was him. Rolf's here all the way from Norway. Him and his partner, Mark. And then we have an esteemed gentleman, blues singer, harmonica player, and newspaper man. He's a native Chicagoan, and he comes back home every year all the way from our little hovel in New Haven, Connecticut. Works for the New Haven Register. Stephen, you need to talk to. That's Robert Johnson's grandson, Mark. The gentleman with the white hat in and the yellow sitting right at the table with his hand up. That's Mr. Stephen Johnson. That's Mark Zaretsky. And Mark did a story on me before I left, and everybody called me today and said, it came out, the photo looks wonderful, and take my hat off to you. Thank you very much. But Mark has a blues band called the Cobalt Rhythm Kings. So go online, check them out, see what they do, and good to see you. How was your trip out? Mine was terrible, man. It was so much turbulence, I couldn't believe it. Made me start to talk to somebody. Oh, God, please just get me there and get me down on the ground. All right, here's a Muddy song. I got to perform with Mr. Muddy Waters when I was 18 years old, and when he would come to New Haven, we have a very famous club called Toad's Place. Everybody's played there except the Who and the Beatles, and all through the blues too. But Muddy used to have dinner at our house, and then he would take myself and our family to the show, and he'd actually call me up and let me play 3 or 4 songs with him. I always thought it was going to be like that. Yeah, man. Well, thank you, thank you. I'll take all the blessings I can get. Woo! Come on now, baby. Now you and my sister running hand in hand, turn right round, girl. Try to take command. It's the last time, woman. Come on, baby. Well, I fool around with you. Woo! Last time, woman. Yee-hee, I fool around with you. Oh, got no more time. I bought you everything in the latest style. Took you to Chicago. Now you're done for a while. It's the last time, woman. Why fool around with you? Last time, woman, I fooled around with you. Bye bye, baby, so long, farewell. Woo, yeah. you that diamond ring. Turn around and tell all the people, don't buy you a goddamn thing. Last time, woman, why fool around with you? Woo! Oh, baby, you ain't got no more time. I got to get out of here. So last time, woman, I fool around with you. Ah, so long, Senorita Bella. Bought you that diamond ring. Turn around and tell all the people, don't buy you a goddamn thing. Last time, woman, why fool around with you? Woo! Last time, woman, I fooled around with you. Bye-bye, baby, so long, farewell, I got to go. I'll see you down the road someplace, baby, I hope not. Thank you so kindly. Stephen, this song's for you. Phonograph Blues. Yeah, now you got a phonograph, and it won't say hello somewhere. Yeah, now you got a phonograph, and it won't say hello somewhere. What evil have I done? What evil had the poor girl heard? Can I be just as love my phonograph? The honey I broke my white and chain. Woo! Yeah, but I love my phonograph. The honey I broke my white and chain. Now you taking my loving and give it to your other man. Now we played it on the sofa now. We played it side the wall. My needles I got rusty, baby. They will not play it on. We played it on the sofa. And we played it side the wall. Oh, yeah. Well, my needles I got rusty. And they will not play it on. Yeah, if I go crazy, honey, I'll lose my mind. I go crazy, honey, I will lose my mind. Won't you bring your clothes back home? Try me one more time. Come on back, baby. Yeah, now you got a phonograph, but it won't sell on some words. Thank you. Mr. Robert Johnson. Robert L. Johnson. Here's another one for all the Robert Johnson fans. Y'all Robert Johnson fans? It's my hero. You know, I shouldn't say unfortunately. Fortunately, I did not grow up a poor black child. I had two parents who were together till the day they died, and they worked very hard to give their children a better life than they had, and they succeeded. You know, I was the dummy who turned down Yale. Duh. Because I didn't want to go to school 10 minutes from home. You know, you go to college, you want to go away. It's just like I could see my, like, streaking down the street with classmates, and then my mom and dad drive by. It's like, Rocky, what are you doing? So I figured it'd be better to go away someplace. Yeah, well, you know what? They would have took my license away. Either that or I could have been your wife's gynecologist. That was where I was headed. But they would have took my license away a long time. How come that doctor's always standing around the cabinet with the narcotics? I don't know. Me and the Devil Blues. Early this morning, who is it? Early this morning, when you knocked upon my door. Who is it? And I said, hello, Satan. I believe it's time to go. Walking side by side. Oh yeah, come on now. Help me, Stephen. Pray for me. Me and the devil, he was walking side by side. I'm going to beat my woman until I get satisfied. Said she don't see why that I would dog around. Now, baby, you know you've been doing me right now. She said she don't see why that I would dog around. It must be that old evil spirit so deep down in the ground. You may bury my body down by the highway side. Maybe I'll need my body when I'm dead and gone. You may bury my body down by the highway side. So my old evil spirit can catch a Greyhound bus and ride. Woo. Me and the Devil Blues. Thank you. As I say in Italia, barcarsi mio amico. Did you tell him we should parle français un peu? Me nomo I should say, Miami, rock Stephen Johnson from all the way from America. Friend of mine, as I said, I'm from Connecticut. Don't tell nobody that. Or actually, I did a gig for the Johnson family many years ago, and the man that was hosting it, the MC, said, did you notice that when he talked Connecticut, but when he sang Mississippi. So I took that as a great compliment. But a friend of mine, very famous friend of mine, and neighbor, by about 40 minutes time in between us, had his first #1 hit with this Robert Johnson song. The name of the band that he was in is, as a matter of fact, Mark was there the first time I ever played with him. And Honey Boy Edwards, Mr. Keith Richards. Nice man. Love in Vain. And I followed her to the station with a suitcase in my hand. And I followed her to the station with a suitcase in my hand. Well, hard tell, when all your love's in vain, all my love in vain. When the train rode up to the station, I looked her in the eye. When the train rode up to the station, I looked her in the eye. Well, I was lonesome, I felt so lonesome that I could not help but cry. All my love in vain. When the train it left the station, last one short, with 2 lights on behind. When the train it left the station, with 2 lights on behind. Was my baby, and the red light was my mind. All my love. He wrote this for Honey Boy Edwards' girlfriend. Willie Mae. Willie Mae. Thank you. Robert Johnson, Willie Mae, that he crawls out her name in the refrain is Miss Willie Mae Powell, who is David Honey Boy Edwards' first cousin. That's the stuff? Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Well, that's his granddaddy. I have a life and career because of his granddaddy. I'm here in front of you because of his granddaddy, because of Robert Johnson. And Mr. Stephen Johnson is continuing to carry the legacy on. That's Stephen T-Bear Johnson. Well, you see, because Honey Boy isn't here yet. You know, I was Hubert Sumlin lived at my house in Connecticut for several years. We were getting ready to go out, and I was brushing my teeth, and he was in my back family room. He was playing one of my Gibsons, which he loved. And he was doing a muddy tune. And I said, damn, why does it sound so good and authentic? I said, I know that song note for note. I've been playing it for years, but why does it sound so good when Hubert plays? It's like, duh, because he's the real thing. You're just a cheap facsimile. Yeah, it's just, why does it sound so good? Because he's the real deal. Thank you. It's like putting a wooden dobro next to him. You play it and you go, wow, that sounds great. It's got that nice tinny sound. Then you play it all metal when you go, well, that first one sucked. We were doing a gig one night in Pennsylvania. And I like to have thought I was on my game that night. I played my ass off, and we always played 3-4 tunes before the star, who was Hubert, come out. And I could see the look on people's faces. They were surprised. And then Hubert came out and negated everything I said in about 10 seconds. And I could see the look on their face done going, well, maybe that first black guy wasn't so good after all. That's all right. My heart and soul, my fingers are from Mississippi. I come from good stock. Oh, yeah, man. Let's see. What do we want to do? You know what? I'm going to do an instrumental. This is called, what the hell is it called? Damned if I know what it's called. I can't even remember. I wrote the freaking song. Now I'm from Connecticut, man. We got it all over. I come from the richest state in the Union, and we still ain't got no money. And I don't. You know? I just, you know what? I just bought a new house, and I'm telling you, I am the poor man on the block. My neighbor, I'm sorry? Song number 1? Okay.
Thank you. That's a Rocky Lawrence tune. That's going to be on the new Rocky Lawrence record. Huh? Not bad for Connecticut. Not bad for a poor black child from Connecticut. Well, you know, I had just working parents. They just gave us everything. I'm sorry? It'll be out in a couple of months. You know, just check online every now and then, and I got a Rocky Lawrence. Just Google my name. I actually got a song that Mr. Eric Clapton may be doing real soon. Well, but you know what though? But if he does it, I can do this stuff for a hobby. You know, I can do this stuff for a hobby. I can go to the mailbox and go, oh man, look at that good old little English boy. He must have sold some more records. You know, I got to call him and thank him one day. I'll take the money though. You know how that is. I got used to eating every day. Here's another Rocky Lawrence too. Lost my religion, lost my faith, lost my way, lost my place. I just can't see no reasons why people fight me, people die every day. I'll just pack up my bags and make my getaway. Everybody talking, nobody knows. Finding out day by day just how it goes. No, you ain't no friend of mine. I almost lost my mind that day. Yes, I just packed up my bags and make my getaway. Been through hell and high water, been through thick and thin. See no sunshine since I don't know when. My work is done, I've had my fun. I guess I'll be up and on my way. Yes, I just packed up my bags and make my getaway. Promised tomorrow, ain't promised today. Nobody knows just how long we'll stay. You know what I mean? My work is done, I had my fun. Guess I'll be up and on my way. I just pack up my bags and make my getaway. Oh, yeah, come on now. I won't waste yours, so don't waste mine. I'm just sitting here marking time today. Yes, I just just packed up my bags and take my I just packed up my bags and make my getaway. I guess I just packed up my bags and make my getaway. Come on, honey boy, let's get out of here. I got about 60 seconds. Listen, my name is Rocky Lawrence. You folks have been fine. I love you. Thank you for having me. I got 60 seconds. I'm gonna make this real quick. Mystery Train. Red train, woo! 16 coaches long. Do this if you can. 16 coaches long. Well, that long black train took my baby and gone. Red train, woo! Round get on the train now. Here comes the train. My name is Rocky Lawrence. Thank you so very, very much. You've been kind. You've made my first Chicago Blues Festival very, very memorable. Thanks to my friend from New Haven, Mark Zaretsky, my friends from Norway, Robert Johnson's grandson, Mr. Stephen L. Johnson. Thank you much. Hope to see you again. Ciao and even then.
Okay, Chicago, Rocky Lawrence, one more time. One more time, Mr. Rocky Lawrence. And I'm from Connecticut too, so I'm from Connecticut too, sir.
$10 bill.
Just give me a minute. I was
was looking for you all day today, Stephen. I thought I might see you outside the hotel. Oh. Did you see Sam Lay? Okay. I'm sorry? Uh-huh, yeah. We hung out all last night. We just rode around Chicago, and he gave me an education. Well, maybe not this day. We have to remember there's families and women out here. You know, when me and you talk, good Lord knows. What might...
Chicago Jazz Magazine, the Groove Distribution Systems, and WXRT 93 FM. The gentleman you're going to see is a young man with deep roots. Yes, he styles himself after the great Robert Johnson, whose birthday we're celebrating this weekend. He himself studied with Mr. Hubert Sumlin, who was the guitar player for the great Howlin' Wolf. Hubert is still with us. We love him. He's one of our elder statesmen. And the gentleman you're going to see learned much of the great blues tradition working with people like Hubert Sumlin, the late Johnny Clyde Copeland, and many others. In the great tradition of Robert Johnson, taking tradition and bringing it up to the modern day, from the roots to the future, as the AACM puts it. If he's ready, I'd like to introduce to you Mr. Rocky Lawrence.
How y'all doing? All right. What might come out? Can I be someone? I'm going to do some Robert for you, but I need to warm up my throat.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. I need some ice.
Stephen, your grandfather had one hell of a throat, I'm telling you. He's destroyed my vocal cords. I would have been here sooner, but they forgot me. They just left me at my hotel. I'd just like to acknowledge they gave me an opportunity to become their artist in residence of their foundation. And right there, the gentleman in the white hat is the grandson of Robert Johnson, Mr. Stephen Johnson. That's right, Robert's grandson. Went all the way to the Supreme Court, and they said, that's it, that's done, it's over and done with, pay the band. Man said, I got to be on the road for many years with my spiritual adopted daddy, Hubert Sumlin. And for the past 8 years, the anniversary is this week actually, was the 8th of June, that I've been playing with Mr. David Honeyboy Edwards. Yep. And we made some history because we toured together as a trio with Mr. Robert Lockwood Jr. And it was billed as the Legends of the Blues, or as I used to say, the Legends of the Blues and some black guy. Testing. 1, 2. Can you all hear me?